Good afternoon, high school soccer fans. This is Lee Barcombe along with Calvin Castine and Joe Poisson. We're coming to you from the Plattsburgh Sports Complex at Plattsburgh High School for this Section VII Class D Championship Boys matchup featuring the Chazy Eagles and the Willsboro Warriors. Today is October 28th, 2017. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Got a stiff breeze from right to left as you're watching this game on your television set or on your computer screen. And we have the number 1 ranked team in the state, Chazy Eagles, taking on the number 3 seed in Section 7, Willsboro Warriors. This should be an exciting matchup of soccer today. Here's Josh McCauley taking a high kick. It's an indirect kick. It's inside the area.
Good call.
Or should be inside the area. So indirect kick, as most of us know, you can't score directly into the net. He has to touch another player prior to entering the net. Can be your player or opposing player. Chazy's trying to figure out who's going to take this. It looks like it's going to be Collins.
Collins can be deadly great from here.
Justin Collins, that's right. Justin Collins, Connor Morse, and Josh McCauley all lining up. I'd be asking for 10 yards. Morris gets it down to McCauley. McCauley crossed the face of the goal. Too much mustard on that, and Moke is chasing it. Excuse me, Connors is chasing it. It's going to go off the far side. Tristan Connors with the throw for Chazy. Gets it in. Bounces around. And clearing it for Willsboro, Jared Ball.
They have everybody back. They're playing the old Danamora defense.
Right off the bat, they've got nobody up by the midfield line at all. So starting goalkeeper is Joseph King here for Willsboro, and he's looking for a way to distribute the ball. So Chazy is going with the wind in the first half, and Willsboro will have the wind at their advantage second half here. So the best option for Chazy is to pound as many balls in the net as possible. Here's Hayden King going to the corner. He's unable to save it. It's going to be goal kick for Willsboro.
Chazy, neither of these teams play on artificial surface either, so it is a neutral field.
Chazy has played once this year on artificial surface in Ogdensburg when they went and played OFA in a non-league match, which they won by a score of 3-2 in overtime. Heath Lucas trying to trap that ball down, but he misplayed it, and it's off the side for a throw-in. Throw-in for Willsboro is going to be taken by number 23, I believe, and that's John Shire. Shire gets it in. It bounces off of Jocelyn's legs, and it's going to be throw-in for the Eagles now. Here's Eli Moak for the throw. Gets it into Morse. Morse looking to switch fields. Hayden King. Tristan Connors there on the ball now. Connors getting turned, gets past Jackson. Connors now being watched by Cody Arendt. Goes off of Jackson. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. Connors to take the throw. Skip header by Collins. The referee's got the flag up for offsides. Justin Collins got a nice skip head on that, but offsides was called, so it'll be Willsboro free kick in their own 6-yard box.
Chazy with some early pressure at 36-28 left in the first half. Chazy's looking to get on the board early and often, just to try to put this game away and take away any hope that the Willsboro Warriors have of. This would be a huge upset.
It would be probably the greatest upset this year, at least in the sectional play, all divisions for sure. Balls in the air, although the Beekmantown girls upset was fairly strong and surprising. The Northeastern Clinton girls upset them in the first round, and that was second round, that was a good matchup. Ball's back to Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard's going to drop back to Trombley, Nathan Trombley, setting it up to Eli Moak. Eagles surveying their position, seeing what they have. Moak now carries it, looking forward to McCauley. He's being guarded there by Shire, and it goes off the end line for a goal kick. So as we saw in the Class D Girls Championship just prior to this game, this win played a major factor in that game. Elizabethtown Lewis Westport Griffins jumped out to an early 3-1 lead at the first half with the wind in their favor, and then Mariah, when the wind was in their favor second half, came with 3 unanswered goals to win the crown. So don't discount what effect this wind may have today on this game. So Chazy obviously, with the wind at their backs first, will need to take advantage and play strong defense in the second half when Willsboro has that distinct advantage. So direct kick here. Nathan Trombley, he can put it on goal from here. And if it were me, I think I would test the keeper early on.
Especially with the sun in his eyes, wind in your favor. Just try to put one on that. You never know. You get a deflection.
He goes for the chip, looking for a head ball. Ball's popped in the air. McCauley looking to control it.
Well defended.
And Jocelyn gets in the way of that, so it deflects off Jocelyn. It's going to be thrown for Chazy McCauley to take. A lot of bunching up in the middle of the box here. Willsboro heads it away. Shire being challenged by McCauley. McCauley gets called for jumping in, and it's going to be direct kick for Willsboro.
And Willsboro has everybody back in the box. They are defending with everything they have right now, and you can see the wind. That ball will not stay still.
I think
the wind's blowing it around.
It'd be a prudent game plan for Willsboro to kind of pack it in, play it defensively here in this first half with the wind at their disadvantage, and then hope to possibly open it up and maybe score at least one goal in the second half and look for a win that way. Here's Hunter Bayshard on the far side, gets it in the middle. McAfee, Brian McAfee, into the 18. Looks to center, it bounces off the Willsboro player. No, I guess not. They're going to call it a goal kick.
Good work by the Eagles, though. We have.
I guess we do have a corner kick. Yep, corner kick.
Yeah, he's going to call it a corner kick.
So Tristan Connors to take this corner kick here.
This is about. I think this is Chazy's third corner kick already in this match. Early going with 33-14.
Good service. McAfee gets a body on it. The ball's bouncing around. The goalkeeper is not involved in that at all. Here's Morris.
Willsboro's been very fortunate.
Connors tried to volley that, didn't get it all. The ball trickles to King, who picks it up. So this is it's survive mode right now for the Warriors. Eli Moak escorts that off the side. Going to be throw in.
Well played by Moak right there. Just don't get fancy. Use your body to screen. Regain possession.
Ball's in the middle of the field. Justin Collins, one of the most solid players for Chazy this year. He's not flashy, but he's a real solid midfielder. Throw in for the Eagles. Moak to take. Looking for Connor Morris. He's hit from behind by number 13, Jared Ball. It's going to be direct kick for the Eagles. Again, dangerous spot. Trombley can loft it toward goal. And both teams lined up on the 18. Trombley to take. Lofts it again. Nice ball. Coming out to make the save was King. Got punched it. And then cleared away by the Warriors. Hunter Bayshard controlling it now for Chazy. Bayshard going past Jackson. Bayshard toward the box, takes a nice hard shot, testing the goalkeeper. King up to the challenge. King throws it out to Stephen Liebeck. Liebeck taken away, dispossessed there by McAfee. McAfee down to McCauley. McCauley trying to get past Shire. Shire pushes him off. Ball goes off the end line for a goal kick.
It's been all Chazy so far in the early going of this first half. Still no score. But Chazy's had a couple of good opportunities. Willsboro seems to have a difficult time just clearing the ball out on some of these corner kicks and these direct kicks. So they've been very fortunate when that ball gets bouncing around. It usually doesn't help your team stay ahead, that's for sure, or even tied.
They haven't been able to possess the ball really at all. No. And that's one of Chazy's fortes, is possessing the ball in midfield. Bigelow battling with Collins there. King gets beaten forward now. Jackson goes past Bayshard, but Trombley is there to punch it away. I think that's the first time the ball's been across midfield for Willsboro. Bigelow goes off his head on the far side, and it's going to be throw-in for Chazy. Hayden King takes the throw. Tristan Connors back to King. King taking the ball to the 18. King still battling with it. Cleared away there by Paul Fine-Lease defensively. So Paul Fine-Lease, he was one of their better offensive players in years past, and looks like he's playing sweeper this year, or at least this game. Nathan Trombley moving it out to Moak. Moak cuts it back nicely, gets past Liebeck, gets it up to McCauley. McCauley, Shire on his back. McCauley goes to the middle of the park. Trying to get past Shire, he does. McCauley still trying to get past Fine Lease now. Fine Lease and McCauley battling. Goes off the end line. And it looks like the referee is calling a goal kick. Joe, you know who the refs are for this match?
Well, we have Mr. Bayshard in the middle and Mr. Varon on this near side and Mr. Stahl. Did we figure out which one it was?
Did not figure out which one. Calvin tried to do the zoom up on his face, but he wasn't able to confirm which Mr. Stahl. Goal kick here for the Warriors. It's Fine Lease with the kick toward midfield.
Jim did the first one, it must be Steve.
Calvin speculating it's Steve Stahl. Tristan Connors getting around the outside. Cody Arendt watching him. Connors toward the goal line. It goes off. It's going to be a corner kick for the Eagles. So the more corner kicks that Willsboro gives up, the more danger they're going to face here.
It is. It's just the way it works. They've had a hard time clearing the ball out the first few times that the balls have been bouncing around in front of Mr. King, the keeper.
Mr. Bayshard warning a couple players for their rough housing inside the 18. Justin Collins trying to get on that. There's a blasted volley by Hunter Bayshard well over the goal. Goal kick for the Warriors.
The last time these teams played was about 5 years ago, 6 years ago for the sectional championship.
1-0, I think.
There was 1-0. Willsboro at the time had a one-man gang, Clay Sherman.
Yes.
Phenomenal player. They beat Chazy 2 times during the regular season. It's the only regular season loss the Chazy varsity boys have suffered in Chazy at the George Brenler Field since they've had it.
That's a pretty amazing statistic.
It's absolutely amazing. And Willsboro, they beat Chazy 2 times during the regular season. Both very close games.
Here's an opportunity, Hayden King.
And I thought Chazy, I was at both those games. Chazy was the better team, but when you had Clay Sherman, he was a one-man gang. They just shut him down during that sectional championship match.
Sometimes all it takes is that one special player to turn the tide of any type of game.
He was it. He was the real deal. He was a phenomenal player. I think he went to play at Plattsburgh State.
You are correct. King gets his head on that ball. Now it's Tristan Connors trying to bring it down. Connors now shot toward goal. Ball pops loose. Heath Lucas tried to get a chance at it, but Jocelyn cleared it away. Now it's in the 18. Lucas again, McCauley battling with it. And volley there by Brian McAfee rolls softly to Joseph King. So Willsboro desperately trying to clear the ball.
Hey, it's working for them so far. 27, a little more than 27 minutes left in the first half. Still no score, and Willsboro just seems to be hanging on, playing rope-a-dope, and not getting scored on as of yet.
That may be their plan at this point in time. Hayden King trying to run this ball down. And Willsboro's Oliver Lee bounces it off him, but does not go out of bounds. Ball gets centered. Cody Arendt picks it up for Willsboro, but he's dispossessed by Tristan Connors. Connors now with it. Gets taken down, no call. Then ball is cleared away by Fine Lease toward midfield. Eli Mocha's there. Stephen Liebeck takes it away from him. Liebeck now drops it back. Jocelyn going through a few players. Willsboro crowd is hyped up for this. Eli Moch content to watch it go off the side for a throw-in. Moch now gets it in. Skip header by Morse. McCauley has it. McCauley gets turned past Shire. Gets the ball to Hayden King. Nice lead ball. King trying to track it down. He's being guarded there by Peyton Ford. King gets the ball towards the 6-yard. Cleared away by Fine Lease. Here's King again.
Good hustle by King.
It's like Chazy's beating them to most of the free balls. Here's Tristan Connors. Shot from top of the 18. Pulls it wide, and it's still no score here. 25-40 remaining in this first half. Substitute coming on for Willsboro. Coming on Robbie Drolet, and coming off is Jared Ball. Fine Lease gets the ball in. Now he plays hockey for the Plattsburgh High School.
Yes, he does.
So they must obviously have an agreement there for that to work. Here's Justin Collins. Collins trying to get past Bigelow. Collins with a shot from distance. Nice left-footed shot. Worth the attempt. It was wide. 25-minute mark now. So Willsboro, to get here, they've had a pretty impressive road to here. They wound up beating number 2 seed Keene Valley in penalty kicks, advancing in penalty kicks. It was a 0-0 draw, and then that brought them into this match here. Chazy wound up defeating Crown Point in their semifinal match by a score of 11-0. Here's Brian McAfee lofting it toward, cleared away by Fine Lease. Skip headed by Drolet. Now it's Jocelyn. Gets it inside to Liebeck, who put it back to Jocelyn. Now it's outside to Drolet. Drolet pushes it forward. McAfee has it. Liebeck on him, Brian McAfee. And he pushes it forward toward Tristan Connors. Now they've switched sides. Connors and King have switched sides, which is not uncommon with good teams. They find a person to pick on, so to speak, and they try to take advantage of the weaknesses of certain teams. Here's Heath Lucas dropping it back to Moak. Liebeck on them. Lucas now at midfield. Up to Connors. Connors gets turned. Good footwork, Tristan Connors. Looking to cross. He winds up too close to the goal. An easy save there by Joseph King. King throws the ball cross field. Now it's Bigelow. Trevor Bigelow. Outside to Peyton Ford. Peyton Ford keeps it in play. King checking back. Gets it forward to Jackson. Hunter Bayshard lost his man there. You can't lose Warren Jackson because he's their leading goal scorer this year for Willsboro, so you got to keep tabs on him. He's a big man. It's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Feels as though the wind has shifted almost a little bit, coming nearly cross field now. Ball's over there, the far side. That's Jocelyn, drops it back to Bigelow. Now it's Lucas, Heath Lucas for Chazy. Pushes it outside to Tristan Connors. Connors unable to save it, and it's going to be throw in for the Warriors. Cody Arendt to take the throw. Arendt switched with Connors, so Willsboro caught what was going on and decided to switch their fullbacks as well. Eli Moak, Connors now. Arendt pops it toward the middle, headed by King. Ball skips through, and Joseph King will pick it up. Winner of this game will move on to play the winner of Section 10. That is going to be November 1st, I believe, is the date on that. And it's the winner of Madrid Waddington and Colton Pierpont, who's the number 7 seed out of Section 10. They've surprised and wound up finding themselves in the Section 10 final against the number 1 seed, Madrid Waddington. Corner kick here for the Eagles. Now this is a good opportunity. It's going to, with a right-footed kick, it'll bend toward the goal. So players should be running toward the goal mouth as the player kicks the ball here. This is Connors taking this kick toward the goal. It looks like he was trying to kick that in possibly, which is not a bad idea. With this wind, he'd take an opportunity once in a while. And he certainly has the skill to do it. Very skilled young man. Spirited Willsboro Warrior fans in the crowd thus far. Some cute little cheerleaders down there. There's Justin Collins getting his head on that ball. Now it's Josh McCauley. He's battled there by Shire. He's a bigger man than McCauley, so they're thinking they can muscle him down, but McCauley's scrappy. And he's not going to back down from anybody, no matter what their size. Talk about experience, Joe. I don't think anybody around has more experience than Josh McCauley.
No, but I just think you just saw a hockey play right there with Mr. King coming in and upending him. But Chazy needs to just get away from the physical stuff, go put the ball in the back of the net, and let nature take its course. But Willsboro is they're against that program and doing a good job right now. I mean, listen, the ball, it's 0-0, and Chazy they're heavily favored at this game.
The longer this game remains scoreless, obviously, the more confidence that Willsboro will gain and make it more difficult for the Eagles. Looks like we have a direct kick here from some foul. I don't know what the foul was.
Somebody throwing McDonald's French fries out there?
So all of a sudden we have an influx of Seagulls here. Ball's in play, headed by Justin Collins. There's Hayden King trying to save it, and he does. King nutmegs a player. Back to King, into the middle of the field now.
Well played.
Looking forward to feed it to Connors. Tristan Connors gets past Fine Lease. Does he have enough wheels to save it? He does, and that ball's going to run off the end. So.
Good work by the Eagles. Moving the ball. Hayden King, some good hustle coming across the field into the middle.
Good transitional play. Coach McCullough for Chazy has a very deep bench this year, so he's not afraid to bring some substitutes in if necessary. Whereas you look at Willsboro's bench and you see what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 players on their bench. Not as many as the Eagles, of course. Substitute waiting to come in for Willsboro at the next opportunity. Here's Tristan Connors looking to get turned on errant. He does. Ball's fed through. Nice ball. Cleared away by Shire. Hayden King turns around. Quick shot.
Good choice.
Deflected.
Get the ball right back in. Anything can happen. Ball bounce around. Chazy doing some good work, but just nothing to show for it yet.
Throw into the far side. Hunter Bayshard to take. He's got a nice long throw for the Eagles. Should be able to get it into the 18-yard box. Looking for the head of Collins. Now it's McCauley. And they're going to call it corner kick, as that was shoulder-to-shoulder play. No foul there. Corner kick. McCauley's going to take it. Trombley running in from the fullback position. Headed away by Bigelow. Now it's Bayshard.
Back in.
Bayshard looking for shot. Cleared away there by Oliver Lee. Here's Warren Jackson. Switches fields. Good idea, but Heath Lucas is there to capitalize for the Eagles. Heath Lucas, good skills on this kid. Shot wide from the net.
Very, very quick feet, Lucas is.
Here's a
Notice that.
substitute for the Warriors. Coming on is Jared Ball, and coming off is, I believe that's number 12, Peyton Ford.
First substitution of the match. We have 17, just a little more than 17 minutes left in this first half. Still 0-0.
Hayden King. Chazy's first to most of these balls, which is a good sign. Here's a good opportunity. It's Morse, Connor Morse with a left-footed shot toward the corner. Nice save by Joseph King. They're not quite striking these balls quite right, and they're just a hair off. But once they figure that detail out, it might be danger for Willsboro. Here's Drolet. Drolet drops it back toward midfield. Lieback gets his head on it, and unable to save it was Jared Jocelyn's. The throw in for Eli Moak. He's looking for McCauley. And McCauley couldn't get by everybody, and Cody Arndt clears it off the side. Throw in again for Chazy. So they're doubling and tripling on players out there. As soon as they can, they're collapsing, which is a smart defensive maneuver for sure, but that means somebody else is open.
I like how Chazy keeps their form, though. They got the guys up. They shorten the field right up.
Yes, they do. The shot from Justin Collins deflected down by Arndt and cleared out. Here's Hunter Bayshard. Good opportunity for a service here. Bayshard looking to serve. Cleared away by Oliver Lee. Now it's Brian McAfee out to Bayshard. Bayshard trying to get past his defender. Being watched there by Fine Lease, and gets the ball toward the goal, but King is there aggressively to pick it up.
Still some good work out of Chazy. They're just moving the ball. Constant pressure on Willsboro. King, you got to give their defense credit. King really hasn't had to make a great save yet, though.
No, Chazy, but then again, Chazy hasn't gotten a hold of a really good shot yet either. Now here's Trevor Bigelow, lead ball for Lieback, but there to intercept it is Eli Moak. Now it's Hayden King. Hayden King pushes it outside, running onto that's Heath Lucas. He's battling there with Drolet. It bounces off Lucas, so it should be a Willsboro throw-in. Official calls it Chazy. Substitute coming in, Alex Chapman coming off is Heath Lucas. Long throw from McCauley. Skip headed by Justin Collins. Nobody on the back post run. And King is there to easily scoop it up. Once again, Chazy first on that ball. Hunter Bayshard now. In the middle, Justin Collins couldn't trap that well. He's got Warren Jackson on him. Bayshard wisely drops it back to Trombley. Trombley's got Moak on the outside, and that's what he'll do.
Smart.
Moak now, he's got Chapman on the side. If he wants to use him, and he will. Good support. Chapman now. McCauley. Good defending there by Shire. That's Chapman trying to save it, and it's going to be a Willsboro throw. Ballin, Trevor Bigelow being defended there by Justin Collins. Bigelow not able to turn. Good defense by Collins. Here's Shire. Shire intercepted by Chapman now. Alex Chapman running toward the middle of the field. He should have King on a run there if he wants him. Gets it to Connors. A little bit too much mustard on that for Connors to control, and it's cleared away. Now it's Morse. Connors tries to get to that. Fine leases there for Willsboro and clears it away. Now Morse again lofts it toward the goalkeeper, and easy save for King. 13 and a half minutes to go in this first half. No score here at the Plattsburgh Sports Complex in this Section 7 Class D championship between Chazy Eagles and Willsboro Warriors. Drolak gets it in the middle. Now it's fine lease. Bigelow. Bigelow looking for Liebeck. Too much on it. It's going to be Chazy throw. Eli Moak to take the throw. Now Chapman. Getting turned. Gets it to Connors. Connors and McCauley have switched. McCauley's in the middle now. Connors on the outside. Here's Connors going. And that should be a corner kick, and it is. Cody Arendt took that off Connors' foot.
That has to be their 6th or 7th corner kick.
I would say that's fair, yes.
And they're going to be due one of these times.
Good looking ball. Back post. Nobody able to get their head on it. And it's going to go off the line for a goal kick. So like you say, Joe, one of these times it's only a matter of statistics. Peyton Ford coming back on for Willsboro. And coming off looks like number 14, Warren Jackson.
The last time that Willsboro beat Chazy in the playoffs, it has to be close to 20 years ago. Down in Chazy in the old, that middle field, that nasty one.
I can't remember it myself.
Willsboro came down to Chazy and upset Chazy 2-1. The Chazy boys were rather a cocky group, and they got their feathers plucked that day.
That happens sometimes, and you know that's Coach McAuliffe has been very adamant at telling his players that you don't take any opponent for advantage. At this time of the year.
They're going to bring their A game. That's how it works. You're Chazy. You're going to have a target on your back. They're going to bring their A game whenever they can, and you just got to show them respect by going out and just beating them down and taking.
There's a shot by Hayden King, left-footed little squibber, but well-placed side panel beats Joseph King. 11:35 left in this first half, and Chazy strikes first. Hayden King for the Eagles.
It'll be interesting to see who got the assist. Did you see it?
I did not see it. I was thinking about what we were just talking about and how from the moment that Willsboro defeated Keene, Coach Lee was all he was thinking about is game planning for this game at Chazy.
Absolutely, but we got to see. They got to hang on now. A lot of these times, these goals are coming in bunches. So
especially with Chazy, they're known to pop a couple in real quick.
Yeah, they can. Now, we're going to see how Willsboro, what they're going to be able to do now. They're going to have to come out. But then again, the second half, they're going to have the wind, this really strong wind. They're going to have it in their favor, and the sun is going to be right in Norcross's eyes.
But they certainly can't rely on a defensive posture at this point. Here's McCauley.
Scored by number 7, Hayden King. The goal was unassisted.
So no assist offered to the goal. Here's Tristan Connors, and there it is. As you said, Joe, less than a minute later, Tristan Connors comes down the right side and well places the ball side panel. That's a goal scorer's goal.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Beautiful goal.
Executed by him, though. He just kept his cool. He didn't blast it over the net. Doesn't get excited. He is a wonderful player. He's fun to watch. Great foot skills, speed, and he just popped in a nice goal right there. Now I think
So that was
over.
11-13, so we're talking 20 seconds later. I didn't see who the assist went to. I would guess Connor Morse, but I'm not 100% sure. So Josh McCauley awarded the assist. Chazy 2, Willsboro nothing. 11-13 left in this first half, and two really quick goals by the high-powered Eagles. Here's, I don't know who that is, number 13, I believe. That's Jared Ball going down the left side.
Chazy's only had 3 goals scored on them all year. None by a Class D school.
There you go. So in order for Willsboro to come back at this point,
Goal scored by
they got to do something nobody else has
They're
done
gonna
all
have
year.
to go dig out their talisman, their good luck, whatever they have, to start, praying whatever God they believe in, because it's going to take all of that to come back on Chazy, I believe.
It certainly seems to make sense. All right, so here's Hunter Bayshard now with the ball, looking for a forward pass. Going to go all the way back to King.
So that was 20 seconds apart, those goals.
Just about 20 seconds. I don't know the exact number.
Pretty close. Willsboro's the Warriors have to come out and play now.
Hunter Bayshard now gets it into McAfee, drops it back. Nathan Trombley moves it forward. Chazy can't take the foot off the pedal.
No.
Bury him. That's got to be and I'm sure Coach McAuliffe's telling him that. Josh McCauley with a throw here. Telling his players to get forward. You might as well, because all the Willsboro players are back. So there's no reason to stay back, and we've got speed as much as they do.
Just keep the one.
There's Trombley, or McCauley again, rather. Looking to loft it. Doesn't get a good foot on it. Gets across to Hunter Bayshard. He doesn't trap it down, which that is a foul, jumping in foul on Brian McAfee. Brady Sweat took the brunt of that. Free kick here for Willsboro. Fine Lease looking up for Jared Ball. Goes off his foot off, and he's upset with himself. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles on the far side. 9 minutes to go here in this first half. Chazy 2 and Willsboro nothing. Warren Jackson waiting to come back on for the Warriors in the next opportunity. McCauley in the middle of the field looking to give it to Morse. No, he's going to go outside to Chapman probably, and he does. Chapman making the run. Fine Lease is there to break it up for the Warriors.
Got to give Willsboro credit. They did a good job keeping Chazy off the board for most of that first half. Really wasn't challenged. King wasn't challenged much in the net until those 2 goals.
Here's Connors again trying to get past Arendt. Cody Arendt pushes it off, and here's another corner kick.
We're about a little more than 8 minutes left in this first half. Chazy 2, Willsboro 0, and this has to be Chazy's 8th corner kick.
Good ball. Goes off the head of Collins, off the arm of a Plattsburgh. Clement finishing it up there. Looks like Josh McCauley. 3-0 Chazy. And there you go, Joe, off the corner kick like we speculated. It was bound to happen sooner than later.
Punches.
And the goalkeeper, Joseph King, is he's dejected, though. Throws his hat to the ground.
They thought they still might have had a chance, but Chazy's just too much. He was in 3 goals in about 5 minutes. McCauley.
So we got goal by Josh McCauley, assist to Justin Collins. 8:06 on the clock remaining in this first half. Chazy 3, Willsboro nothing. There's Jackson. Now it's Chapman for Chazy. Alex Chapman toward the middle. Chapman again recovers his ball.
Good hustle. Well played.
Going to the corner. Cuts it back nicely. Gets past Drolet. Again, Chapman looking for service.
That's a
Good ball across. Now it's McAfee. He's being pressured by Jared Ball. McAfee gets inside him. Left-footed shot toward goal. King scoops it up. But nice poise, good field awareness there by Alex Chapman.
Absolutely.
For a young player.
What year is he?
I think he's a sophomore.
Sophomore. He's got good size too.
He can fill out a little bit with muscle, but he's got good height. Yeah, he's a junior. He's a junior.
Coming back. A lot of these kids are coming back for Chazy next year.
We're going to lose some seniors, but
Oh, they're going to lose McCully, Bayshard. Who else? Morse.
yeah, Morse, McAfee.
Three good ones you don't want to lose, but
Skip head there by McCauley. Back toward midfield. McAfee trying to settle it down. McAfee and Jackson battling. Jackson gets it. Foul on Jackson, so Chazy ball.
this team right here was projected, the Chazy team, I should say, clarify that. They were projected to do this years and years ago. Brian Norcross coached them at the modified level, and he said this is one of the most talented groups and deep, like you mentioned, the bench that he's ever coached. And he's coached a lot of good teams that have come through.
Good ball there by Trombley. Skip had a nice save by King. That was Hayden. Hayden King got his head on that, and a real nice save by Joseph King.
Great save.
That was a very nice
Yes,
service.
it was.
Nice service by Nathan Trombley. So another corner kick. 6 minutes to go here in this first half. Connors takes it. Morse gets his head on it, bounces off a player, and back to the corner we go.
They got to be in double digits in corner kicks. They have to be really, really close, if not.
There's Connors again. Not a lot of movement for the Eagles in these corner kicks. Far post, headed away by number 17 is Oliver Lee. Ball's bounding around. Now it's Chapman trying to get it down. Gets a foot on it. King comes out. He takes down a Chazy player. Boy, they could have called that. Looked like he took his feet out from him. Coach McAuliffe raised his arms as if to say, please, but nothing. Throw in for McCauley here.
Slow it down a little bit. Get your feet. A little more than 5 minutes left in the first half. Chazy scoring by committee again.
That's their motto. That's the way they go this year, really.
Absolutely. And it works.
Good throw by McCauley. Bounces around. Now Morse looking to get a shot. Deflects. Justin Collins hits it with the outside of his foot. McAfee couldn't get to it before Joseph King covers it up. Outside now. Jared Ball with it. Trying to get past the defenders. Now Ball. Nathan Trombley has to recover back there for Chazy. Nathan Trombley escorts that out for a goal kick. Smart defensive play by the senior sweeper.
Great. They're losing him next year too then.
I believe so.
He's huge.
Very good player.
He is huge. He has been since he started too. I mean, he started as a sophomore, and he's just one of those people you trust.
Yep,
Yeah, that's the whole. All right, ball gets by. Nathan's back there, no problem. You don't have much concern, and he's done a great job back there being that sweeper.
That's one thing that Coach McAuliffe is able to do every year. It seems though is put a real solid player back there, central defender. It's your most important player on the field,
Absolutely.
and that's
Built from your defense, and
something I learned in college. My college coach was he would take oftentimes with the incoming freshmen if they had a real solid offensive player and we needed a central defender, he'd put him back there. It's your most skilled athletic player.
usually
They can adapt.
quick to the ball.
Yep.
And your second decision is spot on.
Absolutely.
You can make that first good play, but what do you do with it after that? And Mr. Trombley has been stalwart of that. His second decision is
It's all about composure.
right there. Yeah, and he's right there.
We're going to throw in for the Eagles here. It looks like McCauley's going to take it, but as Joe said earlier, he's taking his time, and that's a veteran and don't expend any unnecessary energy. Big throw in. That's like a corner kick there, man.
Very, very.
A picky official would call that as an illegal throw because there's so much spin on the ball, but you really rarely see that.
They don't call that anymore. No. You never do.
Justin Collins.
You can get away with it. Do it.
Do it till you get called, honestly.
Exactly.
Foul here, dangerous location. Chazy's going to have a direct kick. I didn't see what occurred. Elbow looks like pushing off, perhaps. So, right central midfield. You're looking at 28 yards out, 27 yards. Justin Collins gets it on goal. Ooh, just over the top of the goal. Well, I like the fact that he took it quickly.
If he could have put that to the left or to the right, there was no chance.
Very dangerous. You know, he didn't. There was no walk up. He set the ball down and fired it, and that's to take the keeper by surprise.
Smart player.
Very smart. Unheralded. One of the Chazy's unheralded players, for sure.
2 minutes.
2-minute warning here in the first half of this championship match between Chazy and Willsboro. Chazy leading 3-0 on their 3 first half goals. Eli Moak now on the outside. Moak moves it forward. McCauley trying to control it. Ball skips over his foot. Cleared away by Oliver Lee. Handball there by Connor Morse, and it's going to be direct kick for Willsboro. Trevor Bigelow setting it. Feinlease to take it. Paul Feinlease launches it forward. Eli Moak is there to head it away for Chazy.
He's had a nice game too, Moak has.
He's been a solid defender all season. Of course, the whole defense has. When you give up 3 goals in an entire season, that's pretty special.
Yeah.
McCauley forward to Connors. Nice way to settle the ball. Tristan Connors now looking for open field. It gets past Cody Arendt. Uses his body to shield him. Connors now cutting it back. Service toward the goal. Saved there by Joseph King. Less than a minute here in this first half. Throw toward midfield. McAfee gets a foot on it. Or excuse me, Hayden Bayshard gets a foot. Look at the ball bounce. Holy smokes. That was had some English on that one. Hayden King to take this throw in. Nope. Yep. Nope. Hunter Bayshard.
Chazy trying to get one just before the half. We're about 30 seconds away from the end of this first half. Chazy can get one here. It's going to be the nail in the coffin.
That would be a backbreaker for sure. Crush the morale of the Warriors. Here's King. King easily saved there, and he tries to distribute and get the transition on. It's Jackson, but he's thwarted there by Trombley.
Trombley again, he's all over the place where he's supposed to be and just wisely just tucks it out of bounds.
That's going to do it here in the first half at the Plattsburgh Sports Complex in this Section 7 Class D championship match. Chazy Eagles lead the Willsboro Warriors 3-0. Stay tuned for second half action coming up shortly. And we're back here for second half action in the Section 7 Class D championship game where Chazy leads Willsboro 3-0 on 3 first half goals. One by Tristan Connors, one by Josh McCauley, and one by Hayden King. So Chazy went that first half with the wind in their favor, so obviously this second half they're going to be going against the wind, and we'll see what kind of offense Willsboro can produce with the wind at their backs. It was possession was entirely Chazy first half with the wind favor, but I think even beyond that, perhaps the more talented team out of the two. And we were talking at halftime, and Joe, you said we weren't even sure that Ben Norcross touched the ball for the Eagles.
He did. I do not remember you calling his name. I'm not saying he didn't, but I don't think he didn't handle the ball.
He didn't make a save, that's for sure. So yeah, I agree with that. So he was out there at halftime with another player shooting some balls at him to keep him warm.
Now he's got the sun in his face, and we're going to see how he can handle it if anything's allowed in this end.
He tried it when he was being shot on at halftime. He tried it with a hat. It chose to go without the hat. So throw in here for the Warriors. Going to be Peyton Ford getting it in. Skip headed by Jackson. Nathan Trombley is there now. Warren Jackson has it, cutting toward the middle of the field. He's taken down by Connor Morse.
Good call.
Direct kick now, dangerous area. 20
for the Warriors.
22 yards.
The Warriors can get on the board here. Now they have hope.
It's a new ball game.
They have hope.
Yeah, that would give them all the push they need to fight the rest of this half out.
If they have hope, that's what they need right now. They need a quick goal.
Right.
They need a quick one.
One thing is easy for the officials to count off 10 yards with these. Supposed to at least be easy for the officials to count off 10 yards. All right, taking the shots. Paul Feinlease, their sweeper, fires it into the wall. Deflected. Liebeck gets a foot on it. Cleared away by Norcross.
Good job by Norcross. Don't get cute. Just get rid of it.
So that was dangerous opportunity. It was an interesting play by Feinlease to shoot it through the legs, because a lot of times the wall will jump. You're told not to, but it's an instinct to do it. And the ball squibbed through, and you never know what's going to happen with a deflection. The goal kick here for Chazy. So it won't be credited as a shot on goal. Norcross came out aggressively and kicked that ball away. So Chazy's still holding the Warriors without a shot on goal. Justin Collins gets his head on it, gets drilled from behind. That's a dangerous, dangerous play. That can cause some concussion symptoms of the whiplash associated with that. Nathan Trombley to take this direct kick. Just about 7 yards shy of midfield.
Chazy pushing up, too. They're just keeping the 1-2 back. They have Moak and Trombley, but everybody else is going to try
Good service, skipped on by Collins. Here's Hayden King trying to control it. He's boxed out and cleared away defensively by the Warriors. It's going to be a throw-in, and with Chazy's ability to throw, Josh McCauley, you might as well call it a corner kick.
He has the nicest throw-in since Nathan Reynolds for Chazy.
Yeah, Nathan Reynolds, Mr. Cool.
Yes. Mr. Cool.
Heck of a player in his own time.
Yeah, he was. That's
Launched
really
it.
Nice.
There's a shot right off that throw. I think that was Trombley getting his. No, that was Morse. Connor Morse getting his foot on it, but directed it wide. Unfortunately for Chazy, still 3-0 here in the second half of play.
Has Willsboro had a corner kick yet?
No, they haven't.
Chazy's in double figures on that, so they're going to keep adding.
The ball rarely ventured down into the Chazy zone in the first half. Here's McCauley now with two men to beat. McCauley takes it to the corner. They like to go to the end line and cut it back to the 6.
That was a nice control touch by McCauley, too.
It was.
Really nice control touch.
There's Hunter Bayshard now. Going down the line looking for Hayden King.
Good ball.
King trying to control it, save it from going out. Bounces it off the Willsboro player. Going to be a throw-in. About as deep as you can be to throw. And again, Connors is going to take this throw-in this time. Tristan Connors.
He's got a nice throw-in also.
It's the ball in. It bounces off of Heath Lucas and off the end line for a goal kick.
Willsboro trying to get something going. Chazy's still applying pressure, even though the wind is, the serious wind is in their face. They're just still doing some good things with the ball and getting some shots.
Now, the wind may not necessarily detract from Chazy's game plan an awful much because they do play the ball on the ground a lot of short passing, and not a lot of, kind of boot the ball and run onto it, which Chazy's not been known for, as they just do that. Connor Morse lofts it forward looking for McCauley. Bounces off the Willsboro defender Shire, and it goes off for a throw-in. Stopping the clock. We got an injury. McCauley is tying his shoe. I guess the referee was hoping not against time wasting here. And McCauley with the throw-in. Clock runs on the throw. Bouncing around top of the 18. Lucas trying to corral it for Chazy. Cleared toward midfield. Liebeck hits it, and it's going to be Nathan Trombley now. Taking time, looks for Bayshard, but not a great touch by Trombley, and it's going to be a throw for Willsboro. Coming up to throw is Peyton Ford.
Chazy's going to need to sharpen up just a little bit, but remember, this is only their second game in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, they've had a long time off here.
And a lot of these starters didn't play the other night, the second half. You looked at who scored the goals, a lot of the reserves did.
That's very
They
true.
haven't had a lot of field time, but, practices, I heard, are getting pretty intense.
You need to be at this time of year. Shoulder to shoulder, but they think McCauley went in a little hard, so it's going to be a Willsboro kick here midway into their own half. 33 minutes left here in the second half. Chazy leads 3-0. Off Heath Lucas. Now it's Trevor Bigelow. Bigelow trying to get past Lucas. Lucas blocks it. Bigelow again. Now he's got Morse over there helping out. It goes off of Lucas for a throw-in. Good crowd here today for this game. It's, like as we've said a few times, nice weather. Breezy but sunny, although the sun's not hitting most of these fans in the middle here at least. So it can be a little bit chilly. That's what you want, though, in late October soccer. There's a good opportunity for Willsboro. That was a shot by Oliver Lee, deflected off the Chazy defender. I think it was Moak. Now it's going to be throw in to Bigelow. Bigelow heads it back. Fine Lease looking to get it in the middle. Chazy's able to clear it away as they fire it high in the sky. The wind's going to hold it up, and it's going to go right over to the Chazy bench. Grabbed there by Brian Norcross. Throw in Cody Arendt. Bayshard gets his foot on it. Now it's Justin Collins. Collins, nice looking ball forward to Tristan Connors. Connors cuts back to get past Lee. Connors trying to get by Fine Lease now. Left-footed shot toward goal. Easily scooped up there by Joseph King. Looks like Chazy's got another substitute waiting, as well as Willsboro to come in. It's going to be Carson Wallfield coming in for Chazy and Robbie Drolet for the Warriors. Ball's going to go off, and it's going to be Chazy throw-in. So Wallfield's going to come in for Josh McCauley. Hunter Bayshard to take the throw for Chazy. I think Coach McAuliffe's checking on McCauley to see how he's doing, telling him maybe to watch out for a yellow card. Morse.
Just watch out for injuries too, you know.
Exactly. Nice pitch by Heath Lucas, but Wallfield is offsides.
There's no injuries. Just play this game out. Don't do anything.
Sometimes it's hard to dial it back.
Oh yeah, but this is where if you're a senior, this is what you do.
That's an illegal throw, but the referee doesn't call that. Lofted forward by Nathan Trombley. Wallfield trying to control it, but there for Willsboro Shire. Shire gets it outside. Lucas will control this for Chazy now. Heath Lucas. He's got Morse taking a run. Hayden King taking a far run. Connors with a man in his back trying to get turned. Tristan Connors gets turned. Puts the ball on Hayden King's foot. Hayden King pushes it through looking for Wallfield. He's going to sprint for it, but King is there for Willsboro to grab that ball. So good movement there by the Eagles. And like I said, ball on the ground, wind doesn't matter as far as the ball's on the ground. Solid header by McAfee. McAfee again, outside to Lucas. Lucas, good foot skills. Goes past one. Cuts it back now. Looking for help. Gets it to Justin Collins. Collins, nice ball. Looking to go back to Morse, but there defending it nicely was Trevor Bigelow for Willsboro. It was a good idea. Bigelow now to Jocelyn, back to Bigelow. He looks for a lead pass to Liebeck. Moak's got the advantage on that. Eli Moak, nice little touch. And he pushes it back toward midfield. There's Bigelow again. Bigelow trying to control the ball. Pressured there by Morse to the outside. Tried to get it back to Bigelow, taken away by Wallfield. He goes outside to Lucas. Lucas forward to Connors. Tristan Connors, dangerous, always dangerous with that ball. Good run by Hayden King on the far side, looking for the ball to feed. That's a handball.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just outside the area. It was basically a basketball dribble.
Inadvertent, you know, but
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but it was certainly there.
Change the scope of things, that's for sure.
So we'll see if Justin Collins, he should be the man taking the shot again, I think, here. I don't know if he's going to go and count 10 yards.
Do a little trick. Oh, he's asking for 10. There's a little trick play they do, and they don't want him at 10. They want him close.
Yeah.
Sucker him in.
Takes a hard shot. Nice save by King. Ball is what an opportunity for. I think that was Connor Morse. The referee had the flag up, so offsides was the call. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Connor Morse fired that directly into Joseph King's gut. Right in the old solar plexus, as they used to say in the WWF.
That first stop was great off Collins.
It was a very nice save. Great shot by Collins.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not sure how the wall was lined up. It must have been lined up to defend the right post, because the keeper shouldn't have to make that save if the wall is set up properly rather. Here's Lucas. Looking for King.
Nice ball.
Really good ball. Hayden King trying to get past the defender. King shot. Tries to go near side, but Joseph King makes the save. Good shot.
Good ball movement by Chazy. Good work.
28 minutes left here in regulation. 3-0 Chazy. Here's Hayden King now. Lots of room.
Oh, he does too.
Look for service. Nice defended there.
Wow, okay.
Well defended by John Shire. Deflected off his foot.
Pretty lucky.
It was lucky. Corner kick.
He jumped in the air.
And a substitute coming back on for Chazy is McCauley. And coming back off will be Carson Wallfield.
Chazy had pretty good numbers up front too.
A little surprised they're not doing a short corner kick play. That looked like it was an outside of the foot shot right at goal. Interesting play. Maybe trying to catch the keeper on surprise. Here's Liebeck battling with Moak. Moak got the best of that. Now Stephen Liebeck drops it back to Drolet. Taken away by Moak. Moak to McCauley. Shires on his back and deflects it away. Now Moak again drops it back. Here's Morse. Connor Morse. Justin Collins. Collins looking for a shot. Takes it. Rips it right at the keep. Nice save by the goalkeeper. Justin Collins has a cannon there.
He's going to find it sooner or later. Collins is just, he's got a cannon back there, and it's accurate.
He's a good player. I've said that a couple times today. Nathan Trombley looking for Moak. Moak up to Connors. Connors trying to get turned, gets to get past Arendt. Connors does. Now he's got room to run. Tristan Connors, good run by Hayden King. Connors goes to the top of the 18, and he's pressured off of that by Fine Lease, and Paul Fine Lease steals it now. Sweeper looking to advance the ball forward. Now Chazy again, Hayden King just made a real nice run earlier. Connors didn't see it. Good battle there for the ball, Hayden King and Fine Lease. King gets the better of it. Nice shoulder-to-shoulder play. Now Willsboro's without their sweeper. Heath Lucas. Good ball movement, looking for help. Gets it to Connors. Connors now with a good chance. Connors steps over, hands all over him.
Too many people.
And clearing it away will be Trevor Bigelow. Hayden King stepping in, takes it away.
Well played by King.
Now it's Justin Collins. Back to Bayshard. Bayshard all the way back to Trombley. Trombley will switch fields over to Moak. Eli Moak now up the left side. Outside looking for Lucas. Heath Lucas. Will he save it? He does. Down toward the end. Tries to do a little step over, hit it, and taken away by Drolet. Drolet tries to clear it forward. Liebeck there. He's trying to go over top of his head. McAfee takes it for Chazy. Hard hit on Heath Lucas there by Robbie Drolet, and Drolet offers the hand down for help him up. An apology. Direct kick for Chazy. Trombley to take this. Chazy should be overloading the right-hand side of the box at far post. 24:41 here left in this regulation match, and regulation between Chazy and Willsboro. Chazy holds a 3-0 lead. Trombley chips it. King is there to pick it up. He collided with Hayden King. Hayden King took the worst of that. Knocked the wind out of him, I'm thinking. He's still down on the ground. Cleared off the sideline here by Hunter Bache. No, he holds it in. I don't know why he didn't clear it. Didn't know he was hurt, apparently. Stopping the clock, and they're going to call for the medical crew to come out and take a look. We'll be back after this injury timeout. And we're back after the injury timeout. Hayden King was the injured player for Chazy. He kind of limped off. Looked like a right hip, maybe a hip pointer type situation. So hopefully he'll just ice that and stay on the bench the rest of the game and rest. Didn't spot who came on in his place, so we'll try to figure that out. It looks like we can do that here in a short time.
He played a great game, Hayden King.
Hayden King, Alex Chapman.
Scored the first goal, and he's led the charge on a couple of others that they could have scored. He's had a really good game, strong.
He's made some really smart runs out there, too. So here's Josh McCauley, and here's Alex Chapman, the replacement for Hayden King. Chapman now. Chap bounces it off of Warren Jackson, and it's going to go off the end line for a corner kick. So a smart play by the young man there.
You said Coach McCullough's bench is deep.
Very deep, yeah.
Wallfield's come on for a little bit. Chapman's been out there. There's been absolutely no drop off in the quality of play.
Yeah, we're switching the old switcheroo in the corner kick. It's going to be Tristan Connors to take it instead of. Oh wait, that was a trick play. They touched it. Like they were. That's a really smart play. I've never seen that before. Here's Morse looking for a left-footed shot. Ball's bouncing around in the 18, cleared away.
Willsboro lucky. They have a hard time clearing that ball out. That's about the 4th or 5th time. They just they have a difficult time. They should probably work on their clearing a little bit more in practice.
Throw in for Moak. We'll take that note for next year, because I'm not sure they may not need it this year. Ball's in the middle. Tristan Connors. Connors lofts it. Here's Chapman. Good opportunity for a volley there. He didn't get it. Didn't get what he wanted. He's taken down in the box. Fine lease. They're not going to call it.
That's
Not too obvious enough. Nathan Trombley back here. Hayden King trying to run off the injury.
checking him out.
Here's Chapman to get on this ball. He's on his back. That's a good call. Player had his both arms on top of his back as he was jumping up. That was Oliver Lee. So it's going to be Chazy direct, 40-yard line. Nathan Trombley to take the kick. 21, just under 22 minutes to go here in the regulation. Chazy leading 3-0. Goals by McCauley, King, and Connors. I think those are the three leading scorers for the team this year, actually.
You're right.
Ball's in to the 18. Hunter Bayshard tried to get a handle on that, and it went off of a Willsboro player. Still going to be a throw-in for Chazy. And McCauley's going to take this throw. Stopping the clock. Time wasting again. You're going to have to be careful with that because the official can certainly book you for it. Long throw-in. Bouncing all the way through. Chazy gets a foot on it. It's Brian McAfee, but he couldn't get all of it. Certainly couldn't get much of it. And cleared away by Willsboro. Eli Moak now. Moak gets it forward. Battling hard there was Morse with Bigelow. Trevor Bigelow trying to get around Morse. It goes off the side for a Chazy throw-in. Substitute, and then Hayden King's coming back on. And coming off is Alex Chapman. Far side. McCauley trying to get around Shire, who's done a pretty good job on McCauley this game. He's been defending him fairly well. Ball's bouncing around the 18. It bounces off the Willsboro defender who fires it down the field. Moak now has it, watching it go off. Take a throw-in. This is all part of the experience that Chazy has in knowing what to do when you have the lead in a playoff game. You take your time at all opportunities. Ball's in play. Moak heads it forward. It looks like it's Morse on the far side. Connor Morse. Lead ball to McCauley. McCauley trying to get past Bigelow. Bigelow sticks it. McCauley now. He's got in the middle. He's got open player Collins in the middle, but he couldn't get the ball to him. Now it's Stephen Liebeck trying to get past Moak, but Moak wisely plays it back to Nathan Trombley. Trombley forward. Good pressure there by number 8, Trenton King, it looked like. I think, or no, that was Bigelow, I guess. Hard to tell the 6s and the 8s apart out there. Switching fields is Lucas, getting it over to King. Hayden King trying to control that ball. He's battling over there with Jackson. Now Jared Ball off of his foot. I'll throw in for Chazy, Hunter Bayshard to take it. So there's been no offensive pressure this second half by Willsboro either. So very beginning of the half, they had the one corner kick opportunity pretty much, and that was it. Still no saves that I would record for Ben Norcross in this game. Coach McAuliffe encouraging his guys to get back.
See Mr. Norcross down there with his Boston hat on. Yeah, he represents well.
Die-hard fans, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
Ball off the far side. It's going to be a Chazy throw. Eli Moak to take the throw. Moak gets it in, throws it to basically the Willsboro player. That was Robbie Drolet. And now it's advanced down the field. Paul Feinlease clears it forward. And Moak has it. Moak in the middle to Trombley. Trombley will look to switch fields probably. Gets it up toward looking for Justin Collins. Justin Collins now.
We're a little under the 18-minute mark. I'm going to say left in this game.
That's an early call.
I'll tell you, there's some people here who I noticed. Leo Payant. You remember that name?
I remember being a ball boy back when Leo Payon played, and it's not age him that much probably.
When Leo Payant was playing.
Oh, I'm thinking Steve Payon.
Steve, yeah, he's talking Steve.
Oh, okay.
But Leo and Steve are here. I noticed that Leo was one of the greats back in the 60s, late 60s for Coach Brenler's teams. And he went on to become a superintendent of one of the correctional facilities in the state.
Big throw by Connors, knocked away by the defenders of Willsboro, and again cleared away. Chazy throw in. It's always nice to see some of the the folks that played long ago.
Payants were their soccer fame. Well, the late Johnny Payant was a great player also. Unfortunately, Johnny passed away a few years ago with cancer, terrible disease. But Peter was also a decent player, and of course Steve. Steve was the youngest, and they were all very, very good soccer players. Good people.
We've had families like that in Chazy before with generations of solid players. This is one of the years where we do have a Lauren on the team, Preston Lauren. He's one of the bench players, but he's got good foot skills. He was one of the top JV players last year for Chazy. So, there's the iconic names.
You got Trombley.
Trombley, yep.
That bloodline there, the Trombleys without the E's.
Right.
You're real Trombleys. Yeah, as they like to say. And that lineage goes back into the 60s also. Bobby Trombley and Rick Trombley. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. Skip, yeah, that's exactly.
The Chazy mascot is here today, even the Chazy Eagle. It's a new one. It's not the one that was once worn by Chipper Fanoff and all the others who happened to don the outfit in years past. This one was a fresh one, brand new.
Probably smells a little better.
No doubt about that. There's a direct kick for Willsboro. Fine Lease taking this.
Good shot.
Directs it toward goal. Running onto that is a good run by Trevor Bigelow, but he couldn't get on the end of it.
It's the best chance they've had the whole game.
I would say it's certainly a dangerous opportunity there.
Good try. Bigelow's had a decent game for Willsboro also.
Yeah, we said his name a lot. He's been involved in the action a lot. Lucas for Chazy, pushing it forward, looking for Connors. Tristan Connors trying to control the ball. Cody Arendt is there. Arendt bounces it off Connors. Now Connors is off to the races. Cuts it toward the inside. Top of the 18. Connors with a shot blocked there by Fine Lease and cleared away. Good opportunity. Ooh, that's a hard tackle there by Brian McAfee on Paul Fine Lease. Direct kick here for Willsboro. Lucas gets his head on it, nods it down. It's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Nope, they're going to save it on the far side. Aaron gets it up. Liebeck tries to drop it back. Lucas is there for Chazy, and he gives it to Connors. Connors with McCauley making a run. Connors lofts it over. McCauley trying to reach it now. Joseph King thought about coming for it and changed his mind. McCauley rushed it, took a shot. Well wide. – 13 and a half minutes left in regulation, and Chazy leads 3-0 over the Willsboro Warriors. Winner of this takes the Section 7 Class D crown. I want to say this would, if Chazy were to go ahead and win, this would be their 34th Section 7 championship. That's a handball on McCauley.
I honestly don't think there's any doubt they're going to win this. I mean,
it certainly would be a shock if it didn't happen at this point in time.
Beyond that.
Hunter Bayshard now with the ball, streaking down the side. He's got lots of grass or green turf in front of him. Cuts it back.
Good play.
Again. Trying to get past Bigelow, and he does, and he tries to serve across, but couldn't get around on it, and it goes off the end line.
Support.
Yeah.
King was waiting and
That's
trying to do it. Well defended.
yeah. That's been a couple times we've seen that where the Eagles could have used their support a little better in those circumstances, and they've wound up not capitalizing on some good opportunities because of it. There's Lucas on the far side. I'm in the middle now, rather. Lucas gets it to McCauley. He's trying to get turned, and Shire right there in his back pocket again. McCauley take the throw. Headed away by Cody Arendt, and it's going to be Chazy throw again. 12-minute mark, second half. And McCauley gets the throw in. Bounces on top of the 18. McAfee tries for a volley. Punched away by King. McAfee another chance, but kicks it through the uprights for 3 points. Goal kick for Willsboro. Lots of championship games being played today throughout the New York State. A very popular day for Section 2 will be crowning their champ, Section 10. So this year, if Chazy were to advance this game, they play Section 10 champ. If they win that game, they will go to the Final Four. And this year, they play the winner of Section 5, Section 6 in the first game of the Final Four. So a little different look this year would be if the Eagles are lucky to get as far as the Final Four. They've moved Paul Fine-Lease, who has been their sweeper. Like I mentioned earlier in the game, he's one of their more gifted forward players. He was sweeping all game. Now he's up on the forward line. So Willsboro pressing to try and provide some offense here. Shire with an illegal throw, not called by the official. Aaron battling in the middle, trips up Tristan Connors, and it's going to be a direct kick here. Willsboro fans calling for instant replay on that one. Calvin, can we accommodate them on that? I don't know. They don't believe that was a foul.
Well, there was contact before that went the other way. So that's what they were looking at.
Ah, I see. Here's Warren Jackson moving it forward, deflects into Hunter Bayshard's feet, and he pushes it back toward the Willsboro goal. It's going to be a throw-in for Willsboro. Jared Ball takes the throw. He gets it to Bigelow, back to Ball. Drops it all the way back. Oliver Lee leading it forward for Fine-Lease. Now it's Jared Jocelyn. He gets it to Jackson. A little bit of pressure here offensively for Willsboro as they move into their offensive stage, and Coach McAuliffe's going to bring a sub on next opportunity. Alex Chapman. Ball's in. Trevor Bigelow lofts it toward the 18. Hunter Bayshard and Jackson jump for it, and here's Ben Norcross getting his hands on the ball for the first time today. Nine minutes to go here in the second half. Chazy leads 3-0. High punt, skip headed by Collins. Outside now Lucas. Going to let it go back to Moak. Moak's going to let it go off the sideline for a throw-in. Chazy. We should have a substitute now. Alex Chapman will come on for Hayden King. Lucas moving it forward, looking for Connors, headed away defensively. Collins and Bigelow battling. Now it's Chapman. Chapman and Jackson. Jackson pushes it outside. Ball. Jared Ball, Chapman on him. Ball touches it off the side. It's going to be throw in for Chazy. Hunter Bayshard to take the throw. Right near midfield. Tristan Connors now going to corner. trying to beat Arndt. Cody Arndt, nice defensive play to push it off the sideline. Throw in now for the Eagles. Leave it for McCauley. We'll see if the official stops the clock again. He's been doing that on these throw-ins if McCauley takes too much time.
Just let's get this over with. I gotta go grocery shopping.
Long throw by McCauley, punched away by King, and again, that was McAfee, I think, with another opportunity to hit a volley, and it goes over the goal. So maybe next time use the inside of your foot. That would be a...
I'll tell you what, I gotta give Willsboro credit. They've kept them off this board the second half. We have a little more than 7 minutes left. And Willsboro's kept Chazy off. Chazy had a flurry going on. 3 goals in about 6 minutes, you'd say?
Yeah.
And since then, Willsboro's done a good job.
Chazy's had their chances. They just haven't been able to capitalize, that's for sure. Here's Heath Lucas getting past Drolet. Lucas now top of the 18, takes a shot, deflected away. Now it's Justin Collins, rips it, and it's in. We said it was going to happen, and it sure did. Real nice shot.
Good shot by Collins. He was due for one.
Excellent placement. I mean, I said ripped it, but it was inside of the foot. Well-placed shot. It had mustard on it, and no chance for the keeper on that one.
Give Lucas a little credit on that, too. Good work by Lucas on that far side.
Yes, sir. 4-0, Chazy, 6:51 left in the second half. We're back here after the Chazy's 4th goal. Now Willsboro pressing down, shot toward the Norcross goal, and it goes wide. So 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. We have a substitute coming on for Chazy. This is Brendan Hostler, senior Brendan Hostler. Coming off is going to be Tristan Connors. So I think Coach McAuliffe will give some of his bench folks some chance to get out there and play. Coming on for Willsboro as well, number 9. I don't have a number 9 on my list. Actually, I think that's Regan Arnold. That's the backup keeper, Regan Arnold.
Justin Collins, and assisted by number 6, Heath Lucas.
So Heath Lucas picks up the assist. As Joe mentioned, he made that play work. Justin Collins made a really nice finish, but Heath Lucas made it. So here's Chapman. Nice head ball toward the middle. Running onto that was Hostler, but cleared away by Oliver Lee. Now it's Jackson. And Moak takes care of that. Connor Morse in the middle of the field.
Right now, Chazy just wants to avoid any injuries. That's the bottom line. It's doesn't matter even if they give up a goal. Just avoid injuries.
And Coach McAuliffe's bringing his seniors in to give them a taste of a sectional championship. Because as you get further now in these state play, you don't see a lot of substitutes necessarily.
No,
so
you don't. He hasn't really substituted much today.
No, sub coming on is Kyle Cahoon, number 26, and Rashad Blake, 19 for Chazy. Coming on for Willsboro, number 18 is Brady Sweat, and number 12 is Peyton Ford. A couple more waiting to come on for Chazy as well. These are juniors. I think you might see this. Jordan Rattel, number 1, might be your sweeper next year.
Good player.
Good player. And number 12, Bruce Juneau, coming on for Chazy. So
they played a great game today. The Eagles have well coached, good skills, speed. They have it all. Going forward, it's going to get tougher.
it only gets tougher.
I have a feeling they're going to play Madrid Waddington again.
I think that if they didn't, it would be a very big surprise.
And
that's a strong team.
Chazy only won 1-0 last year. Outplayed them, territorial, everything else, but they did a good job with their program trying to just keep the game low scoring, and Chazy scored near the end of the game. It took them a long time to break that seal.
Throw in here deep in the zone is Hunter Bayshard. Looking for Blake. Here's Rattel with a shot, just wide. Well, quite a ways wide, actually. So, goal kick for Willsboro. We're at the 4-minute mark here, and Preston Lauren waiting to come in on the next sub opportunity for Chazy, along with McLean Dudiak. This is not time-wasting measures for Coach McAuliffe. This is an opportunity for other players to get out there and touch the field.
Absolutely.
Here's Blake, Rashad Blake, outside of the foot looking for Hostler. Brendan Hostler now. To the corner, it's going to be a Willsboro throw-in. Arndt gets it in. Rashad Blake now. Head ball. Ooh, Hostler takes Oliver Lee in the gut. It's going to be a throw in for Chazy. Preston Lauren to take the throw. Lauren, nice long throw. Running onto that is Wallfield. Cleared away. Now Lauren again. Blake in the middle. Chapman. Alex Chapman. Nice ball. Fire shot by Rattel, Jordan Rattel.
Good try right there.
Alex Chapman is a solid player. And here's a couple more subs coming on for Chazy as well as Willsboro. Willsboro sub is Nick Keithel. Chazy is Josiah Bouchard and Aiden Huckrow coming on. There's Blake.
Good ball.
Nice lead pass looking for Wallfield. He's battling there with Cody Arndt. Cody Arndt now has the ball. Pushes it forward. He's looking for Fine Lease. Dudiak is there to clear it off the side, take away the danger. Throw in for Willsboro. 18 on the far side is Josiah Bouchard. He gets called for a hold. Direct kick here. It's going to be Fine Lease taking the direct kick. 2 minutes to go here in this game. Chazy leading 4-0. Chazy appears to be on their way to the 33rd, 34th sectional crown.
That's a good ball.
Oh, that was nearly an own goal. That went off the head of Rattel and wide. That was a good ball, Joe. It's going to be a corner kick now for Willsboro. This will be their first corner kick. A couple subs coming on. Number 8 is Trenton King, and 22 is Hunter King coming on. Those are both freshman call-ups here from the JV squad, or modified squad at Willsboro. So Coach Lee getting all his players in as well. Minute left in this game. Corner kick for Willsboro. They're all piled up toward the back post. Bigelow takes it, and Norcross is there to scoop it up easily. He goes down rather easily on that. You got to practice those things too, right, Joe?
Lucky you don't get a card, though.
You could, certainly for simulation, absolutely. There's Bigelow to Jackson, Warren Jackson. Chazy has held him in check all game today. He's their leading goal scorer for Willsboro this year. Warren Jackson now moves it forward. Peyton Ford now being defended by Bruce Juno and Kyle Cahoon. Peyton Ford gets it in the middle. Fine Lease shot. Nice save. Ben Norcross came out and made that save with 30 seconds left in the game, and he comes up with a real big save.
That was a great read by Norcross. He was moving before that ball was there.
So now we got a 2-on-0 breakaway. Rattel and Hostler. Oh, he couldn't get to it. Boy, you don't see that very often at all. 10 seconds left in the game and the 2-on-0 breakaway. That's going to do it, folks. Chazy Eagles are your Section 7 Class D champions, and they'll move on to face the winner of Section 10 in the regional championship. From, I almost said George Brumner Field, from the Plattsburgh Sports Complex here at Plattsburgh High School, along with Calvin Castine and Joe Poisson. I'm Lee Barcombe. We're happy to bring you this Hometown Cable production, this Section 7 Class D championship game. If you enjoyed watching this, please consider a donation, as Hometown Cable is fully viewer funded. So please send your check to Calvin Castine. More information on the website. Again, thank you for watching. Best luck to both teams. Chazy Eagles are your champions for Section 7 Class D.
Mulligan, Section 7 soccer chairperson.
Section 7 girls chairperson Tim Mulligan will present the hardware, or the actually it's the software here for the Willsboro team. They'll get a couple of big game balls. And to the winners goes the trophy. Rob McAuliffe is the boys chairperson, so obviously he's not going to present the award to himself.
Your next game will be against Section 10 to be played Saturday, November 4th at Plattsburgh High School. We wish you the best of luck.
So that's the way it was on this October 28th, 2017. You're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Our thanks to Joe the Fish Poisson and Lee the Pharmacist Barcombe for taking us through today's ball game. And thank you for watching.
Hey, see you guys next week.
All right, Joe. Thank you.
Take care.